So I just had to do an urgent podcast here because I was turning on the TV trying to tune into the All-Star Saturday Night, which usually happens around 5 o'clock. And around this time, which is now 6:11 at the time of this recording, would probably be the three-point contest, and then followed by the slam dunk contest, which is usually the last event of the All-Star Saturday Night. But here's the thing: I was trying to look for that, and first and foremost, I couldn't find it anywhere on my TV, and so I thought it must have been on either Prime or Peacock. But then, if all the All-Star festivities are on NBC, then why would the All-Star Saturday Night be on a different channel, right? So here's what I found out. I went to NBA.com, and it turns out that the Saturday night events already happened. Much to my shock, it's already done, and most people might have already watched it. So I'm just gonna say it anyway. I'm just gonna watch the highlights anyway, since freaking Adam Silver has said it out loud in a press conference, saying that the NBA is now a highlights-based league. Give me a break. I can't believe he said that out loud. Now look where most of the games are at. Different channels. Peacock, Prime, some local broadcasting networks. What happened to those days when all the games were in we're on like Fox Sports, and then there's only like two channels that, or in the case of national TV, three channels. But I'm talking about locally. We used to have two channels for the Lakers. We used to have KCAL for road games, and when it comes to the home games, it's Fox Sports West, right? But that's all gone. I'm glad I was able to watch both of those channels every single game when Kobe was around, God rest his soul. But anyways, let me just get into this, man. So as you know, the festivities of the All-Star Saturday Night already happened at a very early time, mind you, and it's in LA, 2 p.m. And I'm wondering why it's 2 p.m. It's in LA. It's not even in freaking in another country. So I'm just stunned by that. So I decided to look into, I just did my random search, just, searching on Google, why is it so early? And by the way, like I said, some of you may have already watched all the festivities, and I really don't give a damn about the slam dunk contest as with many people. So I'm only going to announce the winner of the three-point contest. And boy, was who's the one that covered the segment of Dame Dollar trying to compete in the three-point contest? Oh, that was Robin from Sports and Fitness Rants. And it turns out it was true after all. And guess what, folks? He won. Third time. Yes, I'm going to watch the highlights of that. I wish I could watch it live, but it was way too early, which really disappointed me, because I usually watch all these things live, right? But good for him. But here's what I want to address as far as the search here. So I asked the question, why is the All-Star three-point contest slam dunk game too soon? I should have said All-Star festivities, but it knows what I'm talking about. So here's what it says. The 2026 NBA All-Star Night, featuring the three-point and slam dunk contests, is perceived as too soon, in quotes, or lacking anticipation due to the decline of start participation, and, in the 2026 case, an early 2 p.m. local start time for some events. The dunk contest is struggling with waning interest, featuring lesser-known players or rookies, and the feeling that all possible dunks have already been performed. Key factors for the often underwhelming feel include: one, lack of marquee players. Top tier NBA stars often skip the slam dunk contest. We know who. We know who's responsible for that, leading to a field of lesser known or G League players, as noted in the 2026 lineup. So Mac McClung did not win again, huh? It actually turns out to be some dude from the Heat that I don't even know. And then here's the second factor: diminishing creativity. Many fans and analysts believe the competition has reached a creative limit where new, impressive dunks are hard to invent. Scheduled timing, the third factor. Early start times for the festivities can deflate the atmosphere compared to a prime time slot. Well, yeah, because it's so damn early, but you know, most of us that have been watching the All-Star weekend, for the last few years has been atrocious, like at next level. You know what I'm saying? And here's the last part, the fourth factor: 3-point contest dominance. Due to the higher quality of competition, the 3-point contest is often seen as the better, more exciting, or quote-unquote true main event, causing it to overshadow the dunk contest. I'm trying to remember last year if the 3-point contest was the last event. Then because I know that the dunk contest is usually the last one, but I just can't remember. But yeah, and so here's the last part of the results. For 2026, the event felt premature to many as it relied on a younger, less established lineup. While, for example, the 3-point contest continued to attract higher profile names like Damian Lillard, aka Dame Dollar, Dame Time. Yeah, it's no secret that because the All-Star Saturday night, or let me address this before I continue on with my point. The All-Star game itself tomorrow is going to be early too. So now that I know that that the All-Star game is going to be really early. I mean, I'll have to double check, but I think it's going to be an early time as well, which is 2 p.m., which is way too early, right? But here, yeah. So, I mean, I can double check, but I'm pretty sure that I saw it's going to be 2 p.m. as well. So tomorrow when I go on my hike, most likely when I have lunch, I'll be sure to bring my Buffalo Wild Wings card because I'll be watching the All-Star game there. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, Knott's Berry Farm is right by Buffalo Wild Wings. All I have to do is just walk over there, So why not? We'll see. Yeah, if it's 2 p.m., then I'll definitely take advantage, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, so after reading all of this, it's unfortunate. And again, it's no secret that the NBA All-Star Weekend, especially the game itself, has just not lived up to its hype the same way that it did a long time ago. Some people can argue that the last really good All-Star game was 2022 when Steph put on a show. Now, some people are saying, oh, Steph is helping contribute to the decline of the All-Star game. I'm going to make a Steph an exception here because he's just a unique player. And being the top 3-point assassin that he is, the way he shoots his threes is so different from any of the other 3-point shooters. And yes, I know Dame is a solid second to him because of his unlimited long distance shooting as well. But I think when it comes to Steph, his ridiculous shots are just amazing, and they can be shot from just he can shoot like a very what do you call it, like a very off position a really ugly looking 3-point shot and it could still go in. That's how special he is. So to me, I think to this day, Steph still draws, you know, a whole lot of attention from the NBA world, and even when it comes to the All-Star game. And I mean, what KD said, I don't really agree when it comes to Steph helped ruin the game. But look, you know, a lot of people have said Steph's don't want to change the game because now everybody's jacking up threes. I mean, that's the evolution now because of how special he is, being his forte. You know, that he has taken 3-point shooting to the next level. So, look, I mean, he's not going to be there this year, unfortunately, and that's the only reason why I wanted to tune in. But, you know, and he got other guys missing too. I'm going to talk about that in another video. SGA is not there. Giannis, I think, is not there. I don't know if Luka will be there. I don't think he's going to be there either. Jimmy Butler is out. And who else am I missing? But yeah, it just sucks, dude. But I mean, at least Dame won the 3-point contest. I'll watch the highlights of that. But the fact of the matter is, I mean, I can see why the All-Star festivities start so early now, and you can see. I mean, it's like what from what I read, it's due to the decline of star participation, and you know, it's just you know, and as well as the fans. I mean, the fans are just not tuning in anymore like they used to. Some can say, you know, the last time the All-Star game has been good is when Kobe was still around, you know, playing ball. For me, I say, you know, when Steph put on that show in 2022, I mean, I feel like that was the last best All-Star game I've seen, right? And, you know, no disrespect to how well Dame has played in the next couple, but, you know, I just think, like, when Steph was there, you know, he really captured a whole lot of interest from the other guys, from the fans rather. So, look, man, it is what it is. I'm just gonna watch the highlights and of the 3-point contest. That's all I really care about. And once again, congrats, Dame. Unfortunately I didn't get to see it live, but I'll just watch the highlights anyway. So it's the All-Star weekend is just not really a thing anymore for a lot of people. And that weekend usually happens after the Super Bowl. So more people obviously tune into the Super Bowl than they do, you know, the All-Star weekend, which is usually the following weekend after that. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about it, man. Tell me what you guys think. Thank you for watching, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe.